Okay. So hello, I'm Wei, and I'm going to do a small presentation on Russell Crowe. So here's the little something that you want to know about him. His favorite word is Silamus, sorry, meaning like faint-hearted. A word that his mother would often use when she knew she was talking to someone who wouldn't know what it meant. His least favorite word is the phrase Hollywood bad boy. A well-constructed sentence gives him chills and false accusation turns him off. He likes deep strumming kind of noises, so he thinks one of his favorite instrument is the cello. He disdains the noise of television coming from another room, and his favorite swear word is, fuck me swinging. He would like to try some kind of design job working with colors, but does not want to participate in jobs involving politics. He believes in heaven and God would probably g'day him upon his arrival. So, Crowe was born in Wellington, the capital of New Zealand, but he moved to Sydney, Australia with his family when he was 4. And his first appearance on screen was in a TV show called Spy Force when he was 6. He went to high school in Sydney, the Sydney Boys High, which has a Latin motto, Veritate, and sorry, I can't read that, meaning truth and honor, which in many years later kind of inspired him to use it in a scene in Gladiator. Crowe became a professional theatre performer by getting the roles of Eddie and Dr. Scott in the Rocky Horror Show. He later received his first Australian Film Industry Award for playing a guy named Andy in Crowe, and went on winning more awards in the future, for example Rumpus Dunker, for which he received the Australian Film Critics Award, and his second Australian Film Institute Award. So anyway, many awards. When Crowe was building his roles, he does not subscribe to any particular way of doing things. He never went to school to learn drama. He just kind of picked up bits and pieces from everywhere while working as an actor when he was trying to save money to go to the National Institute of Dramatic Arts in Australia. Crowe likes to be prepared and do research before he comes on the set. He said that he knows that the more he puts into the character, the more is apparent on the screen. For example, on LA Confidential, his character Bud White was supposed to be the largest man in the LA Police Department. So Crowe had a really small flat, so small that he could hardly even fit in the doorway of the bathroom, and found the feelings of being big, being like a large man like Bud White. And he also mentioned to address the external. So he says, if you're being a parrot, get yourself an eye patch or a parrot, or something. And have a look at your costume, think about your costume, and don't be afraid to readjust any of those decisions. He also quoted Scorsese, man, you don't get anywhere until you make a decision. So he said to start make decisions quickly, but be open and lucid enough and fluid enough to change your mind if you prove yourself wrong. And he also said that if you find yourself wrong and you do not go back on what you've done, you're just undercutting the whole process and you're kidding yourself. So you shouldn't be doing the gig. If you fall in love with things like that, serve the character and not yourself. Crowe always approached acting with a rock and roll mentality. He said it has always been about the entertaining of the audience, about knowing that you're just part of the narrative storytelling process. So serve the narrative and you're doing your job. And he also mentioned that although there is a saying that you have to love the character that you're playing, but he disagrees, because say you fall in love with somebody, you forgive all their faults. So if you fall in love with your character, you kind of miss out the opportunity of showing those faults. Be objective about the character you're playing because it's those faults that make that person an individual. So that makes the character a human being. And yes, that's my presentation. Thank you.